Hi, my name is Matt Reed, and today I will be talking to you about differentiated instruction inside the classroom. This presentation will consist of ideas and theories, types of differentiation, modifying, UDLs, and behavior and social skills. Let's start off with ideas and theories. Students in today's classrooms vary greatly in background, culture, language proficiency, educational skills, and interests. To best meet students' diverse needs, teachers must differentiate their instruction. Santa Maria and Tomlinson both justify that the need for differentiation is strong, and Rock, Gregg, Ellis, and Gable all support that there is growing evidence that differentiated instruction has positive effects on student achievement. As educators, we place much emphasis on planning, but adapting shares half the battle as well. In addition to planning, constant assessments are made in order to meet students where they're at within the curriculum. So, why differentiated instruction? It benefits learners, increases understanding, it's good for academic achievement, and inclusion of each student. The types of differentiation is based on the what, how, and why. What is the teacher exactly differentiating? Content, process, product, effect, and learning environment. How are they doing this? By recognizing student readiness, student interest. It's always good to get to know your students before teaching them something. And student learning profile, which usually comes in IEPs, especially if a student's coming from a different district into a new school. It's good to know their background. Why do we differentiate? Access to learning, motivation, engagement, relevance, efficiency of learning, appropriate level of challenge for gifted students, an opportunity to express learning. Modifications. As an avid listener of music, I find the modifications in regards to music very interesting. A lot of our students love music. They can recite lyrics line for line. So if you combine lyrics with figurative language to reach kids, it's a big plus. More modifications. Educators should pay attention to timing, think about movement, start small, use anchor lessons, give students responsibility. Students love to feel important and be in charge. Makes a difference. Give specific directions and rubrics, something they can see so they can chart out their progress. And encourage student talk, metacognition, thinking without thinking. Sometimes kids overthink and they just want the answers rather than talking things out amongst themselves. Developing a tiered activity. Select the activity organizer. Think about students or use assessments. Create interesting high level skill required activities. Another way we can see it is chart the complexity of the activity. It's always good to see or allow the students to see what they're doing. Clone the activity to ensure challenge and success for students. Match the version of the text to a student based on a profile and task requirements. Readiness and differences. Teachers place changing assignments in pockets on choice boards. This could go on a whiteboard, can go on a typical bulletin board, or on a wall somewhere. Students are asked to make work for selections. Teachers targets work toward students' needs. Students makes choices while the teacher just directs or facilitates what's going on in the classroom. So pretty much the kids are running the classroom themselves and they're learning. Mnemonic devices. Again, tie music into lessons. It's good for memory and it reaches all different types of students. Pretty much everyone loves music or some type of form of it. We all grow up with nursery rhymes in order to memorize important information. And symbols and pictures help for visual aids. Using various grouping. It's good to give kids choices. If you give the kid the choice to do what they want in class, they're going to be productive and not act out. So working alone in pairs, in small groups, or in large groups, usually if you give them the choice, they're well behaved. Symbols. Numbers, letters, and stickers, words to separate the groups. It's easily seen on a board or on the desk. They can point out which group is theirs. It's very easy, takes a few seconds. Why does this work? Well, it has positive effects on academic achievement. Kids are familiar with different grouping situations, so they won't have culture shock. They're familiar with various things. As a teacher, it only takes a few seconds or a few minutes to set up. It maintains accountability. Kids feel like they're coming to work at a job. It's preparation for real life. They come and they handle their business. And it promotes citizenship and inclusion. Speaking of citizenship, that brings us to behavior and social skills, which is based off engagement. We need to teach kids how to work with each other because after middle school and high school, they'll need those social skills. As teachers, we often say, or we often prepare students for the real world, when in reality, school's the real world, and we need to teach them the skills now instead of talking about their future. Give them what they need for their future. We can do this by discussing frustration with teachers or administrators, because in the future they may have issues with their boss, but they need to be able to talk about it in a tactful manner. Ask for additional support. A lot of students are afraid to ask for help because they believe if you need help, you're stupid or you don't understand things. But we all have those moments, and as educators, we need to express that reality to students. Again, rather than talk about future skills, make school situations similar to out of school situations. Let's go back to giving students power of control in a good way. Have students invite who they want to their meetings. These are individuals they trust, so any staff members, any friends could come to their IEP meetings. They feel more comfortable. They trust people who know their situation. That way, they'll make better choices and they'll perform better. And I can't say it enough, these skills don't stop in school. So make it a life planning meeting rather than a school planning meeting. Another life experience is bullying. But if we took bullying and looked at it from a different perspective, we could promote inclusion where everyone belongs instead of bully versus victim, where we're promoting good guy versus bad guy with our approaches to bullying. Up front, let it be known that there's zero tolerance and no questions asked toward bullying. Bullying should be redefined as conflicts that need to be collaboratively solved. Focus on the classroom is to recognize everyone's strengths and their weaknesses too. Again, things such as bullying continue after school. Well, that just about wraps it up for differentiated instruction. If you need any more references, thank you very much.